A man tied a red string around his wife's hand, with the other end bound to his own hand. He then embraced her tightly and plunged into the river with her. The reason behind the man's actions was that he was in the late stages of stomach cancer with little time left, while his wife suffered from muscular atrophy and was unable to take care of herself. When he wanted to send his wife to her mother's home for care so that he could focus on earning money during his remaining time, his wife's stepfather refused. Not wanting to trouble his mother-in-law, he left. Upon returning home, his wife, unaware of the truth, thought her husband no longer wanted her, and the man didn't explain. After helping his wife, who needed to urinate, he received a call from his company just as he reached the bathroom. His manager informed him that he had been fired. This time, the strong man finally broke down in tears, realizing he had lost the ability to leave his wife with some money. Why had all these misfortunes befallen him? He made a drastic decision and took his wife to the place of their first date, reminiscing about the beautiful memories they had shared. After telling her all this, the man took out a red string and tied their hands together, hoping they could be together in their next life. They thought their death was certain, but at that moment, a fisherman swam over and rescued them. This time, the man had a realization: if he wasn't afraid of death, what else could he fear? Upon returning home, he promised his wife that he would never do such a foolish thing again. Just then, there was a knock at the door. When he opened it, he found his good friend. As he was about to invite his friend inside, the friend said he had other matters to attend to and couldn't come in. He handed the man's wife a box of protein powder, saying it would greatly benefit her physical recovery. He then passed an envelope to the man, who tried to decline, but his friend insisted and gave it to him, stating that muscular atrophy could be improved through training. Although the process would be painful, it would definitely be effective. He would send the training plan to the man's phone shortly. Seeing the money his good friend had brought, the man knew he hadn't been abandoned by everyone. Looking at the recovery plan his good buddy had sent to his phone, an idea formed in his mind. The next day, he pushed his wife in a wheelchair to the square and tied her hands to the parallel bars. After persisting for a while, his wife pleaded that she had no strength left and couldn't hold on. However, the man didn't relent because he knew his time was limited. Just then, two passers-by approached. Suddenly, the wife wet her pants. Overwhelmed by the immense humiliation and physical exhaustion, she shouted that her husband was abusing her. Hearing this, the righteous passers-by immediately intervened, punching and kicking the man. Finally, the two of them helped the woman down. At this point, the husband was disheartened and stated that if his wife was unwilling to listen, he could only divorce her. Seeing her husband's anger, the wife quickly apologized, but she remained discouraged, believing she couldn't handle such training. To motivate his wife, the husband left without looking back, ignoring her pleas and leaving her alone. That night, heavy rain poured from the sky. Wanting to go home but lacking any strength in her hands, she eventually collapsed to the ground. The man watched the scene with a heavy heart, but he couldn't soften his resolve as his time was running out. After a long while, there was a knock on the door. Unexpectedly, it was his wife accompanied by the police. They suspected the man of abusing his wife and took him into custody. The man explained the entire situation to the police, and after an investigation, he was released.